I guess I'll come right back for another one, another another entry. Um, Always so many uh, I don't want to say time bandits, but diversions in this world. Um, I will say that there is a lot of diversion within our entertainment systems, within our music, within our television shows, within our internet websites and internet activities and video games is another real big one. Um, all these things are serving to snatch our thoughts, our energy, our actions. It's just to basically divert all of our energy into kind of frivolous and meaningless things, you know? Um, while the new world is building and making deals with itself and gaining footing, gaining power, gaining control, making friends. Um, the rest of humanity is preoccupied with all the pretty lights and all the pointless and meaningless subjects, arguments, politics, belief systems, beliefs, um, dramas, even comedies. um, that's what we occupy ourselves with. That's what we're worried about. And we aren't building anything. We aren't making friends with, or I mean, we might be making friends. Not in the way that I'm trying to say. Um, we are certainly not gaining the power and the control that the new world um, masters and controllers are. They are the big time, you know. They are the ones that are building factories, building law enforcement facilities, building law enforcement armies, um, because in the end, that's basically what it comes down to. I mean, law enforcement and armies are basically the same thing. The armies are enforcing the laws that, you know, the New World Masters are implementing over humanity. Um, I don't know. I probably shouldn't even hit record and stuff right now because my mind is now starting to dissipate. I don't have much purpose or direction right now. Um, in my head, um, in my being. I don't know. Things are getting pretty grim and bleak because I take a good look around and I see um, how pointless it really is. How there's no way to stop this thing. How sometimes I really try to lecture um, the Christians that get online and are like, just sit back and let it happen. This is what's supposed to happen. Maybe they're right though. It's times like these that like that was a lighter changing the atmosphere that much, huh? Hmm. And of course that stole my mind away too, my train of thought. Great. Um, See? Too much smoking. Way too much smoking. I have no control over myself whatsoever anymore. It seems. I don't want to smoke anymore, but I like mindlessly light the cigarette anyways and start smoking it. The same can be said about a lot of things in my life like that. I don't want to do these things anymore, yet I just do them without even thinking most of the time. I just do it. Um, right where they want me. I can tell you that much. um, as far as like the new world and the masters and the controllers are concerned, they really don't have to worry much about me because I'm right where they want me. I'm doing exactly everything that they would want me to do, which is basically nothing, which is basically pointlessness and meaningless, you know. I'm gaining no power. I'm gaining no influence. I'm gaining no control. Um, I'm making no friends. Um, Hell, it seems like all I really can do do well anymore is make enemies. Everyone wants to disagree with me. Um, and see, there's another disadvantage that humanity is at, whereas they have us all disagreeing and fighting amongst one another and that's what they project to us through that two-party system, when in reality, they're not fighting. They're getting along. They're not, they're not trying to stop the 5G laws. You know what I mean? They were talking all about this defund the police crap. That was just a bunch of talk. They didn't defund the police. They were never going to defund the police. They're strengthening the police. They tell us one thing, yet they do another. They don't care about race issues. They know that in reality, there are black secret societies just as there are white secret societies. If you don't believe me, you should look into something called the Boule. The Black Boule is basically the black version of Freemasonry. Um, I could probably guarantee you that the Boule or some other black secret society was totally involved in the slave trade. Um, they were selling their own people, just as the Europeans had the indentured servants that they were sending over, um, not only to America, but I mean, for crime's sake, the Queen of England, the royal families in England and France, wherever, they had their servants. They had their slaves. They had their slave labor. And I can pretty much guarantee you that they weren't black. But that's a very touchy subject and a very touchy issue that I really don't feel like touching on right now. That's um, just a little too involved and just something I really don't want to get into. Really don't want to get into that. That would take way too much time, way too much thought, way too much effort, and I don't have that right now. It's too late, and I think I'm starting to tire out. And I hope I'm in a place at this point. I've worried myself to death almost for 2 straight days. I'm hoping to get a nice night's sleep soon. I'm hoping to crash out. So, this time, well before the 15-minute mark, I'm gonna gracefully bow out of here and say, if you listened as far as you have listened, if you've listened to even half of these broadcasts, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your thought. I would definitely be highly appreciative of any type of comments. I would certainly like to answer any comments and even help give me fuel or subjects for future and further broadcasting. Um, that would also be very, very welcome. Anything in the comment sections, which I don't think I'm going to have any comments. I don't even think I'm going to have any views. If I do, it'll be someone watching for like a minute or two and then writing some smart ass comment about how stupid I am or how mentally ill I am. And that's about it. That's about all I really anticipate. And even so, still, I thank you for coming and listening for a second. I guess you have your opinions and I have mine. But again, that's where they want us to be. They want us not to be on the same page. They want us to have as separate as of mind, minds and thoughts as they can possibly get us to have. But in the binary systems, in the new digital world, things are so complex, yet so simple, that they can take those series of yeses and nos, those ons and offs, those blacks or whites, those lefts or rights, those Democrats or Republicans, those gays or straights, those anti-this or anti-that's, and string them along in enough combinations on down the line and put us all in the same place or whatever place that they want us or need us to be to continue to do what they want to do and go in the direction that they want to go and lead the world in the direction that they want to lead it in. That is all. Again, I thank you for your time. Thanks for listening. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good whatever. I will see you or talk to you later.